Throwing again on second down. Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. First carry now for Kareem Hunt. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And he is going to have a Browns first down. They needed 3, he doubled that, he got 6. A first down throw for Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. They go play action. Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Working out of the shotgun, here's Allen. Dancing to his left. Now he'll pull it down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Less than a minute to go here in a scoreless first quarter to this point. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. They'll try to run for this with Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
The way this game is going, the way that they possess the ball on the other side of the field, you go 3 and out here, you might not see the ball again until the 2nd quarter.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, send 3 receivers left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 5. From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Allen off the play fake. And he's able to find Diggs. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. On play action, Allen. going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him. Play action. Now it's Allen. Forced out to his left. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. Allen hit. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Myles Garrett giving him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Diggs. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson-Dejo. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back 1 pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job is a little bit easier for this halftime.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off by Trent Murphy. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The struggles continue here offensively. Still nothing for him on the scoreboard, and now an interception.
Yeah, the offense looks extremely sluggish, not really in sync at all. Dare I say, it looks like it got left behind in customs.
Oh, you've had that in your back pocket. You were waiting for that.
I should have left it in my back pocket, too.
Well played. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. From the gun, it's Allen. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up. Mayfield off the play fake. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Mayfield with it once more. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. Final play of the half, Mayfield. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football and everything else should.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. And now it's second down. Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taking it in from the 20. And the Browns have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Singletary going to get the handoff. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Going deep for Diggs. This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 58 yards. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. It's through, and that makes the lead 10-7.
Let's go.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a...
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham taking it in. And the Browns have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looks pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. The left side caught by Diggs. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Operating from the gun. Allen eluding the pressure right. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Back now in Mexico City. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. Back now in Mexico City. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown. John Brown, 39 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. The Browns' drive about to get started, and they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Flushed out right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Well, any caused incompletion is good for a defense. But when you add to it that you get a little hit on the quarterback, knock him to the ground, make him think a little bit, hopefully knock him off his game, especially in a game of this magnitude, this tight in the fourth quarter, got to feel pretty good as a defense.
A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards. First down, Mayfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On play action, Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Allen. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Allen's throw is complete, and he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
It appears they found something that's working, and they keep going back to it. I guess you can actually say he has the hot hands now, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, it's one thing to hit your guy to the backfield once, hit him a couple times. Yeah, you're right. Maybe they're onto something.
And I think a lot of that is simply, if you get it to him in space, more times than not, he's going to get more yardage than you expect out of each play.
And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Allen going to give to Singletary on the option. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. punching it in from a yard away. And the Bills will add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 20, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are back within a score. They didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Singletary to get the drive started. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Allen to throw. Trying to improvise. He'll run it. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. On 1st down, Singletary found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Now Allen, off play action. Going deep for Diggs. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And here's Allen off the play fake. They still can't get him. He can run for it, and he will. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say adios from Mexico City. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Here's Steven Gostkowski now to kick this one off. And we are underway here on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now the forward terrapin, this is Ty Johnson. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. The play fake, and it's Darnold. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now fourth down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out with a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this be who you are defense. D linemen, you play the run. Linebackers, be aware of anything. And secondary, you play the pass. That way, you're all set, ready for whatever they put out there.
The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
From the 8, it's 3rd and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only able to pick up a yard, and that's going to leave him with a long 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. Rashad Perriman off to the races.
Oh, yeah. That's
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Rashad Perriman, 75 yards. And the Jets have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Throw left side complete. It's Griffin. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
All right, partner, one more time. Our whole lives, you put the ball on the 3-yard line, kick the extra point. 2015, they put it on the 15 to kick the extra point. 2016, they said, we're leaving it there. So if you want to fake it, that's a long way to go. And they got it done.
I was going to say, they had a 15-yard play in their back pocket.
You don't see that on too many play sheets, do you?
No. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big...
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race.
You thought you had
he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, 67 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Gostkowski now, after the touchdown, he'll send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Off of play action, Darnold. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. This is caught inside the 15. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Rashad Perriman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That's a nice run, a nice game that has to have them feeling pretty good about themselves as we head to the 2-minute warning.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the offense, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Tannehill. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Tannehill. Flush to his right. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Henry. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. Off the RPO, he completes it. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Adam Humphries there to make the grab as his guys are able to regain the lead. And his kick is good. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold looking for Perriman there. He's got him. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Darnold from the gun. Got a man. It's Mims. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. Faking the give, Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Vincent Smith in the final seconds of the first half, as his guys have now moved out in front. And the lead is up to 5. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Henry. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now it's Tannehill. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. On second down, here's Tannehill. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
3rd and long, it's Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. Henry's got it out on the left side. And out across midfield down to the 45. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's able to get this one down to about the 40. Jordan Jenkins there on the tackle. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 40 now on 2nd down, Tannehill steps away to his left. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tannehill. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
He was looking for Brashad Perriman, and it's second down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Back to the air, Darnold on second down. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. Jeffrey Simmons just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. On first down, Darnold. Screen play, Johnson. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. On 1st and 10, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. He's got this one complete to Perriman. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. To the air again, Darnold. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, 40 yards. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Now this one complete to Corey Davis. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, Tannehill uncorks one for Davis. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Tannehill on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a first down.
26, Mike. 26, Mike. All day. All day. 26. Hey. Watch the flat. Watch the flat. Tight right. Watch the flat.
Tannehill. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Now Tannehill. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 49. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Brashad Perriman, 42 yards. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Good job, baby. Way to hold on to it now.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
26 months. Let's get that ball.
On first down, Tannehill. Flush to his right. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
26 months. Let's go, team. Gonna be a long day offense.
On 2nd and 10, Tannehill. Escaping the pressure right. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Mike 51. Mike 51.
They snap it to Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. We are just about 9 miles from downtown Manhattan as EA Sports brings you to MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over. Over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first down throw for Mayfield. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Play fake. Mayfield rolling to his right. He's going to take off with it. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
From the 24, Mayfield. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
But they didn't ease into that drive right out of the turnover. They go for the big shot downfield and hit it. A lot of teams have that opportunity, but not every coach is going to greenlight that type of a play call. I love their aggressiveness.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Odell Beckham Jr. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, 45 yards. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. And the Jets have got it. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Give them 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. The first carry now. This is Johnson. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Play action. It's Darnold. And Mims has got it. Touchdown, Jets. Denzel Mims, 32 yards. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying it. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Griffin. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more.
Someone really wanted to be in the lead here, because that's a heck of a gamble, isn't it? You're down 1, you kick it, you got a tie ball game. Instead, they fake it. And I keep coming back to this every time I see it. Remember, if you're faking an extra point now, the ball snapped at the 15-yard line.
Yeah, you're giving up 13 yards as opposed to just lining up at the 2 and saying you're going to go for 2.
You're running a big play, lots of yardage for 1 extra point. That's a heck of a gamble, but it paid off in this case.
And they'll start the drive here with an end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. A tight one, 8-7 our score after 1 on EA Sports. And his throw's going to be incomplete.